Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Yeah, it's good. You know, when we speak, we can energize people by our tone of voice. We can also change our tone of voice. Sometimes silence works well, sometimes silence is awkward. In my childhood, growing up in Weston, I was the beneficiary of parents who fought their way through the anti-Jewish barrier. Jews were not allowed to move into Weston in the early 50s. In 1957, I grew up in this wonderland called Weston, Massachusetts, with tennis courts and swimming pools. But I also had in my own family a very trying and difficult time because my mother had mental illness. And I think in some ways, I not only inherited the genes of my father, who is a professional presenter in advertising, owning his own business on Newbury Street, but I also inherited this desire that everybody would be okay, that my brothers wouldn't fight and wouldn't affect my mother's mental illness. So when I think about childhood, I, like probably every person in this room, have a mixture of wonderful times and times that were not so wonderful. Here, our community, our Lexington Toastmasters, has the legacy of people who have come before us. Not necessarily our parents, but people who have been with the club for over 20 years, like Robert Eisenberg. Would you raise your hand so the new people know that you're here? And who else is a long-timer here? Well, Peter Ash is missing, but Brendan is a long-time person. And now putting on my administrative hat, seeing the yellow card, now I'm going to start talking faster. Everybody. Thursday, September 5th, September 5th. Please come to the board meeting. I love you all. Mr. Toastmaster.
I repeat the essence of my theme. I do mention being fascinated by children now as adults. I mean, I do have the perspective of if you're in grades, just in 4th grade, trying to spell really long words, and that's your biggest challenge at that age. What you are aware of parents, grandparents, and what they do for a living, and the idea of saving money, and then you get really kind of a free pass. Just watch all this stuff before you have to do it all yourself. Turn 18 or after that. But I think it's important to remember those images of being a child and watching children now. So our next role is the grammarian role, who will present also the word of the day. And our grammarian today is Mary Alice Richardson. Please welcome Mary Alice.
My role as grammarian is to count filler words. And keep track of them and report at the end of the meeting. My role as grammarian, as word of the day person, is to choose the word of the day. Today, I chose the word evocative. I'll write it afterwards. I have to admit that I thought it was pronounced evocative until I looked it up. It's pronounced evocative with that schwa, and schwa means an unstressed syllable, or some pronunciations have it with a short I, evocative. So I learned something. Evocative is an adjective meaning bringing strong images, memories, or feelings to mind. Synonyms are reminiscent, suggestive, haunting, poignant. Its origin is mid-17th century from the Latin word evocatus, meaning called forth. The verb form is evoke. And if you want to use evoke instead of evocative when you speak, that's fine. An example of the use of evocative is, when the book is wonderfully evocative of village life. An example of evoke is, the sight of asters evokes pleasant memories of childhood. Evoke is not to be confused with invoke, which means to actively solicit or appeal to a favorable attitude. Evoke is more passive. So that's it for word of the day, evocative.
Thank you. Well, Mary House did respond to the theme. The lesson from watching my children grow up. Children are entirely individuals, not clones of their parents. And watching them grow broadens the parents' perspective on human nature. I love that one. Marielle is your name.
Thank you. Here we go.
They're definitely not clones. Parents would agree with that. Our next role is the thought joke, and I thank Mickey Kazan for filling in on short notice. Just a couple of days ago, we found out Mike wanted to